So what do I do first, Sue, please?
I'm going to take your left hand
Yeah.
and roll some ink onto it.
Ooh, I hope it doesn't stick on my hands forevermore.
No, you can. It washes off very easily.
Do you get every single wrinkle and every single line by doing this?
I try to. Mm.
It's hard to believe it. It's so efficient and so telling.
Oh, it is. It's your soul psychology, basically.
Soul psychology. It sounds very deep and very complicated. Although doing this seems quite simple.
Well, it's a map of your mind, basically.
I push my hand down quite hard. Is that right?
You don't need to push, actually.
Oh, right.
I'll do the pushing, but
all right.
Because if you push, then it alters the muscular
I did push a bit then.
shape of things, and then I get a different reading.
Ooh!
There we are. That's beautiful. So what I need now is I need your thumbprint.
Oh.
Because your thumb, if you just do it on the edge of the paper like that, your thumb has a fingerprint on it, which I need, and I need to see the shape of your thumb.
Is that enough ink?
That's enough ink for this particular one. I'm going to take another one of your other hand, because we need to do two hands. We need to do both hands because we need to see what is your subconscious and your conscious. So your right hand is your conscious life and your everyday life, and your left hand is your subconscious, which deals with your emotions and
subconscious,
that kind of thing. That's right. And it gives a very good idea of your emotional makeup, basically. So we're going to do in the right hand now. Come round. Okay, so just gently, and I'm just going to press in the middle because I want to get that.
Yeah.
I want to get the middle part of your hand so I can see your lifeline and your fate line and that kind of thing.
You get some gap there.
That's okay. The gap means something.
A gap, negative.
Yeah. If you've got a gap there, no, it means you're very independent and an independent thinker, basically. Right, now, so put your thumb.
Getting to understand this.
Good.
What I like about this is it's serious, but it's fun as well.
That's right. That's what I like about it as well.
And it's not frightening, and it's
Okay.
Ooh.
So now I've got your two hands. That one actually is a lot darker.
Does that matter?
No, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't.
That's because I pressed down. That's because I pressed down with the first hand.
Ah, right. Well, I'll be able to read that just as well. It doesn't really matter.
If it didn't work, you could do it again anyway, could you?
Well, what I normally do is take four. I take two of each. Yeah, so that I can. So that if something doesn't come out on the first one, normally I can get it on the second one. So.
And once you've done that, do I sit down with you and you go over some of the lines with me?
That's right. After you've washed your hands, you'll come out and I'll sit there with you and we'll go through the whole thing with you.
And you're not going to tell me anything alarming. It's more my personality,
it's about your character, your potential, your soul psychology, and if I'm lucky, if I can get you to come for a later reading, you can have a life purpose reading which tells you exactly where you should be and where you should be going with your life.
Right.
So that's quite an interesting, I mean it's a gift actually, it's priceless information, I find.
Without this I wouldn't have access to that information.
You wouldn't have access to that information if you weren't having a general hand reading.
That was such an interesting half hour.
I'm glad you liked it.
You've written all over my hands all these little things for me to take home and read, and there's a lot to digest actually.
There is an awful lot to digest. That's the reason for having you take it home, because you can look at it later and you can remember what I've said to you. Whereas if you just have a reading without any record, then you just forget. You only remember the main points.
And some of the things you've told me, I can see are absolutely spot on. Other things I'm wondering about, and I'm going to have to think about some of the things. You've given me a lot of food for thought, because I'd never thought that I was this and that, and it never occurred to me that certain things might be relevant to my future and all that kind of thing. It's a lot to take in, and I'm so pleased it's all written down on the paper. And you keep those too?
I keep these for my records because you might want to come back at a later date because the lines change all the time. Sort of like in 6 months the lines can have changed, so you might want another reading just to see how you're progressing actually.
I think I'll find it impossible not to come back for another reading because it's been so valuable. Just even before I've had time to go and let it all sink in, it's been incredibly valuable. And I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of fun as well.
Great, I'm glad.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, good.
And you do parties.
Oh, I do parties,
parties.
Oh, that's fun, yeah. I love parties.
So you might come to a party if I have
if you fancy doing a party for your friends, around
a bit more fun than
Christmas
Tupperware.
Or, it's a bit more fun than Tupperware. Birthdays, anything. If you've got a friend of yours who wants to, maybe they can do it. Generally, I give the hostess theirs free.
And you also do serious readings at home.
Oh yes, very serious.
And
ones.
for anyone who's seriously concerned about their life or in a bit of a crisis, it's good for that too. It's not frivolous, is it?
Absolutely not. And if they have a life purpose reading, a lot of people are at a crossroads in their lives and just don't know where to go. And if they have a life purpose reading, I can tell them exactly what they're here to do this lifetime. And that is such a gift.
Well, I think you've got a gift, so.
Thank you.
And I hope you're going to use it for many more years to come, and I will definitely be back for some more.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.